The New York Post just delved into a very interesting study that says that single men just don't care about sex anymore. And to that, I say, thank you. Congratulations. 81% of single men said sex is now less important than it was for them in pre-pandemic times. And that was a study that was done by Match.com. This jaw-dropping stat on lackluster libidos is thanks to a perfect storm of biological and societal reasons brought on by, what else? The pandemic. So according to this study, the more sex you have, the more sex you want. The less sex you have, the less sex you want. So because we've been trapped in our homes, single and ready to mingle with no one to mingle with, singles have been having less and less sex. And because of that, they've needed to reprioritize what's most important. So we're seeing that men are thinking more about long-term relationships, thinking about dating longer, as opposed to the norm of a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am sort of thing. And I actually really love this. I love the fact that men are realizing that sex isn't the only thing that matters and that it's more important to make a connection with someone. I mean, I will say that when you're having sex, you tend to catch feelings more. And I think that with COVID, people weren't trying to really complicate relationships. Like, the world is already so complicated. The study found that 72% of Gen Z and 69% of millennials took up new hobbies during the pandemic. They're focusing on making themselves better, taking up like crochet. I know that I took up cycling, indoor cycling, and singles are focusing more on themselves, on inward, on making career strides, things that they could control in the pandemic, as opposed to finding their perfect match. They were putting less emphasis on having sex and meaningless sex and more emphasis on the person that they're looking into in the mirror. I really haven't, this study was kind of shocking to me. Let's keep it real, because maybe I just deal with the wrong type of guys, because I don't think any of the men that I've been on dates with or any of my male friends have been talking about slowing down. If anything, more of my male friends are talking about not getting married, being polygamous, having more than one girl. So this study comes as a shock. And that's why I was saying, once again, like, hallelujah, if it's real, I'm excited for it. But where are they? Because I don't know any of these guys. This was a global study. So clearly they didn't sample the men in New York City, because they're just as horny as usual. If anything, they're more horny because they're like, I've been stuck in quarantine for 2 years. I'm ready to make up for lost time. So I'd love to see what would happen if they redid this study with just like New York men and women. But, I'm glad to see that around the world, other men are reprioritizing and realizing what's more important. And maybe I should move. I should call these researchers, find out where they took the study, and I can move there.